have worked day and night to save lives. I speak for all Illinoisans when I say that we are truly grateful for their courageous service. I also want to recognize that the Pontoon Beach Police Department, which is hosting us today, tragically lost one of their own earlier this fall. Police officer Tyler Timmons was killed in the line of duty after more than a decade of courageous service in Madison County. My prayers go out to his family and friends and to the Pontoon Beach Police family. I'm joined by Illinois Emergency Management Agency staff and Edwardsville Mayor Art Rizvi, Pontoon Beach Mayor Mike Pagano, Leader Jay Hoffman in the legislature, Senator Rochelle Crow, Representative Katie Stewart, Representative Amy Ellick, local officials from Madison County, leaders from Amazon, as well as leaders in this weekend's family reunification and community support efforts. I just came from the Amazon warehouse site where state and local public safety officials briefed me on the latest developments in the disaster response. I want to take a moment to make sure that we properly recognize their service. They moved heaven and earth to respond to this disaster, reuniting families when they could and comforting loved ones in the tragic situations where they couldn't. Reunification is one of the most critical and heart-wrenching acts of any disaster. The men and women who worked here at the Pontoon Beach Police Department on behalf of the Family Relocation Center deserve our immense gratitude for their critical work. That includes the chaplains who provided counsel to the survivors of this disaster and, of course, to their families. Chris Sedabres, Tim Perry, Chris Clark, Tammy Baker, Sonny Rankin, Dennis Cunningham, Jim Johnston, Vicki Fouts, Jennifer Fouts, Debbie Rogers, Pamela Leslie, and Tim Perry. And the incredible Madison County Coroner's Office under the leadership of Steve Nahn. They really have done outstanding work over the last few days especially. Drivers, dispatchers, and road supervisors worked through the night in service to their community. Members of the community stepped up to give care and comfort, to provide food or counsel, to be there for their neighbor. We may never know all of their names, but we know their character, and they made a difference. My administration is committed to standing with Edwardsville and all of the surrounding communities affected in every aspect of the immediate recovery, as well as on the road to rebuilding. Yesterday, I authorized a state disaster proclamation for Madison County, as well as all storm-impacted counties, to facilitate these efforts, as well as the pursuit of additional federal resources. We are working directly with the White House and with FEMA to ensure access to federal resources for this community. And as local entities work to secure federal reimbursements and recovery dollars, we will assist every step of the way. IEMA continues to work directly with local officials to actively monitor the storm's impacts throughout the state and especially in central Illinois. At this point, I'm pleased to report that power is fully restored in Madison County and throughout Illinois where communities had power outages due to the storm. To those who experienced home damage, we will pursue all available resources to help you recover. We're also joined today by the Edwardsville Community Foundation. Already, the foundation and other nonprofits have been on the ground at every step of the response this weekend, and for that I am truly grateful. I want to help spread the word. The foundation stands ready to help survivors of families and those out of work through the holidays and beyond. And I want to make sure that all of you know, and I would ask the media to let people know, that if they want to contribute to the efforts here online, they can contribute to edwardsvillecommunityfoundation.org. That's edwardsvillecommunityfoundation.org. 6 individuals clocked in on Friday, and they never came home. An additional person is still receiving medical treatment. We are ensuring that there is a full understanding of what happened to these individuals in their final moments. And while we cannot prevent natural disasters, we can strive to prevent future tragedies and ensure that all Illinoisans make it home safe at the end of their shift. Please join me in a moment of silence and a moment of prayer for the injured and for those who were lost in this terrible tragedy. May their memory be a blessing. Edwardsville, we stand with you as one Illinois. And now I'd like to introduce a terrific local leader here in Madison County, Executive Director of the Edwardsville Community Foundation, Pam Farrar. Pam?
Thank you, Governor Pritzker. On Saturday, we activated our relief fund, and it is open and accepting gifts. As Governor Pritzker said, you can make your gift at edwardsvillecommunityfoundation.org. And we are working swiftly and diligently in our defined processes, to have a thoughtful and impactful and equitable response to meet the needs of our community at this tragic time. I do not have anything else to add. I'll hand it back to Governor Pritzker.
Thank you. I'm happy to take any questions from members of the media. Yes, sir.
Governor, is there any sort of investigation plan to look into engineering of the building, structural integrity, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, already there's been an effort to determine some of the challenges, the structural, if there were any structural issues, what exactly the storm's trajectory was coming in and affecting the various pieces of the building. So that has already begun and is ongoing.
Who's in charge of that?
The local officials, the incident commander, the fire chief, as well as the local government.
Are any federal agencies involved in that, Governor, like OSHA or anything like that?
Not as of now.
Governor, have there been any findings yet as far as safety procedures? Do we know if Amazon was following the best practices, and is that something that would be investigated by the state?
That is something that we've already asked a lot of questions about, and I think we have 2 leaders from Amazon that are with us today, and I would ask John if he wouldn't mind coming up and answering your questions directly.
Happy to.
John, can you take off your mask so what's your name, title again?
Sure. It's John Feltman, the Senior Vice President of Global Delivery Services. Can you mind repeating your question?
Could you speak to the storm procedures that were followed, and did the company do everything that it could to make sure that the employees were in a designated area and were able to take some kind of shelter from the storm?
Yes. So as the tornado warnings happened, the take shelter happened both in the north side of the building and the south side of the building, and everything we've seen, it was all procedures were followed correctly. The thing that I kind of want to emphasize is just the heroic nature of all 46 people that were in the building. I mean, they definitely saved lives, and we're going to keep investing, and we'll keep seeing, can we get better, what we could have done differently, but it was unbelievable, the amount of heroic nature that happened that night.
John, I understand there's no basement in this building, but there was a safe room. Can you talk about that, how that was used, or maybe could have been used better, what the capacity is of it, how many people got to the safe room? Tell us about your safe room policy.
Yeah, so there was a take shelter location. There was a take shelter location in the north side of the building where the vast majority of the people were. It had plenty of capacity for in the evening of Friday night. It is a smaller shift for us, and so it was more than enough capacity.
So everybody in the safe room?
I would not speculate on that.
I'm Kelly Nantel with Amazon. Well, not a safe thing. It location, right? Our there is the north side, the vast employees in there's there are around do with phones allowed phones and may not have no pro that when there was on phones and there's a rate those are the details yet.
Outside, can anyone speak to that where the 6 casualties came from?
Bogart, all your time here, but it's a relatively new facility. Do you know anything about the
Know that the building was constructed traffic policies or practices are consistent with any that all best it was. Of course we will.
Director. Of the bill, find out what exactly occurred here. I mean, this is